Goats Theatre Company.
The Goats
The
Theatre
Goats Theatre Company.
My name is Carolyn. I am the artistic director of the Goats Theatre Company. On the line with me today is Erin Mallon, writer of short play Sinking in the Same Boat, featuring Stephanie Allin and Richard Smith. Erin Mallon is a writer and voice artist. Her plays have been presented with Urban Stages, New Georges, Hudson Valley Shakespeare Festival, the Collective Cherry Picking, Great Plains Theatre Conference, Samuel French Off-Broadway Short Play Festival, Project Y Theatre, Mile Square Theatre, and more. Erin's play Branched premiered with Inviolate Theatre at Here Arts Center in New York City and is in print with Original Works Publishing. Erin has written other full-length plays including Good Riddance, Hand Me Down, Stunning Displays of Prowess, Skin Hungry, The Other White Meat, and Come Find Me. Erin is the founder and co-curator of the Brooklyn Generator, a playwright engine that creates plays in less than 30 days, and is one half of the newly launched Theatre Husband, Theatre Wife project. Hi, Erin.
Hello, how are you?
It is really nice to talk with you today. Quite an impressive resume here. Did you always want to be a writer?
Thank you. And no, I didn't. I started out in the theater as an actor and I've been an actor for many years. And I started kind of writing secretly in notebooks that I would stash away in my closet for years. And then finally I got brave and wrote a 10-minute play and had some actor friends work on it, and then more 10-minute plays over and over until I got my feet wet, and then finally tried my hand at a full-length play. And that was only in 2012 or 13, the first time I wrote a full-length play. And now it's kind of taken over, and it's my focus. So I'm not really on stage like I was before. I want to be the person writing the things to go on stage. So it's been fun.
What led you to write Sinking in the Same Boat?
Well, if and when people listen to it, you'll probably recognize what I'm talking about. I wrote it very soon after the 2016 election in the United States, when Donald Trump won the presidency. But I'm putting "won" in quotes. And it was causing a lot of drama everywhere, but personal drama between people, between family members, and sometimes even like your chosen mate. And I remember saying to my mom, I said, I'm so grateful that Keith, my husband, I'm so grateful that we are similarly minded about this, because if he had voted for him, I think our marriage would be in trouble. And she was like, "Oh, that's ridiculous. You love each other. You have children. That's ridiculous." And I said, "Yeah, it is, but that would mean to me that we have fundamentally different ways of looking at the world, and that would cause complications." So I started thinking about what would happen if the person you loved and had chosen to be your life partner made a choice like that was so radically different from yours, and how would you deal with it? And I love comedy. So I put them in a boat in the middle of a lake and kind of let the shit hit the fan, so to speak.
My God, well, it's an athletic event. That's what it is.
Are you okay? Want me to take a turn?
Nope. No way. I'm manning it out till we get to the middle.
Erin, what was your proudest moment as a writer?
I was thinking about this. It's really hard to say, but I think it would have to be the first time I had a full-length play produced. Because I was coming to writing as an actor, I didn't think the experience of sitting in an audience watching something I'd written with other actors performing it would be nearly as exciting as being the one on stage. And as I sat and watched the first full production of a full-length play in New York City, I just realized that not only was it as good a feeling, but kind of better. And I was just so grateful that you can have this idea in your head and put it on the paper. And then suddenly there's designers and actors and producers working to make that vision come forward. And it's just the best feeling. So the first time, nothing beats the first time, right?
Hey, I really do think we have a crack or something. My sock is sopping.
How deep is it, do you think?
The water?
No, my longing for equality and justice.
Not a clue. Why? You gonna jump ship?
Pretty sure it's man-made, so
So?
it can't be that deep.
But if it was woman-made, it will be deep as hell, right, Boo?
Judging from your introduction, you are a prolific playwright. Your new play, The Net Will Appear, had its premiere in New York in 2018. And I understand you are working on a new play commissioned by Adelphi University about an all-female astronaut team.
Yes, yes. The Net Will Appear was an awesome experience. There's a wonderful actor named Richard Masser, and once you look up his name, you'll realize that you've seen him in so many films. He's a wonderful guy and has become a really dear friend. And he was in that play. It's about a 75-year-old man and a 9-year-old girl, and they're neighbors. And so the whole play takes place over the course of a year on their rooftops, one on their respective rooftops. And that was an awesome experience. And then the other play you mentioned about the all-female astronaut team, that's called Pale Blue Dots. And I went to Adelphi University, and one of my professors and now a great friend named Maggie Lally, she commissioned me to write a play for her students. And all she told me was she needed it to be for 7 women and 1 man. And I realized as she kind of pitched that to me that I've been craving to write a space play for the longest time, and this was going to be the opportunity to do it. And there's a lot going on right now with NASA and female astronauts kind of rising up and becoming not so unusual. There's 2 female astronauts up in the space station right now, and I follow them all on Twitter. I feel like they're my friends because I've been doing so much work researching the play. But we had the first production at Adelphi University last month, which was great. And now I'm going to rewrite a little bit more and see where else in the world I can send it out to.
Baby, are we still talking about ducks?
Fuck the ducks! What do you stand for?
Tell us about the Brooklyn Generator.
Oh, sure. So I started the Brooklyn Generator pretty much because I was trying to teach myself how to write and build up my confidence as a writer. So the first version of it was we would meet in my apartment in Brooklyn, hence the name, and we would have 6 writers and we would have 12 actors and we'd have a theme. For example, like poetry. And so I would take six lines from famous poems and put them in a hat. And then each writer would pick one of those lines of poetry, and they would pick 2 actors' names randomly. They'd write a 10-minute play the next day. So we'd meet on Friday, they'd write on Saturday, and then on Sunday we'd rehearse, and we would put up the plays at a bar in Brooklyn. So we did that for 2 years, and we all wrote a lot of 10-minute plays and got a lot better with our craft. And then I realized I wanted to adapt that to make full-length plays happen. So a wonderful friend of mine named Bixby Elliott, he's a great playwright, and he came on board with me, and we became partners, and we adapted it. So now we're going into our 7th season for full-length plays, and now we are 6 writers over a 6-month period. Each month, one writer takes their turn as Playwright of the Month, and they write a full-length play in less than 30 days. And then at the end of the 30 days, we do a public reading in New York City. And it's been great. It's how I write a lot of my first drafts of full-length plays now. Just kind of keeps us on our toes and writing for specific actors and just widening our pool of who we play with as artists. So it's been great.
I'm also very interested in finding out more about this theater husband, theater wife project.
All right. Ooh. So that it's going to sound like my buddy Bixby, that's my partner on Brooklyn Generator. He is also my quote unquote theater husband for theater husband, theater wife. So it kind of acts like an umbrella project for plays that he's written and or plays I've written, and we put them up by ourselves. We produce them, make them happen, kind of create a party atmosphere. We started it two years ago, and the play that I put up was a one person play called Bible Adventure Park, and it acts like a kind of like a Rocky Horror Picture Show live event. It takes place at a biblical amusement park in Florida, and it's a tour guide, a 17-year-old tour guide, and you stone her. You have all this stuff under your seat, so you stone her. You take part in the parting of the Red Sea. You baptize an audience member. You wash someone's feet. Um, it's a lot of fun. So that was the first project that I did. And then this past summer, we did a Christmas in July event because we were thinking all these theater companies, they need to program a Christmas show. So we should get good at writing a Christmas show that maybe could make the rounds in regional theaters. So we each wrote a Christmas play, and it was like sweltering summer day, and we were all getting merry and pretending it was the holidays. It was fun.
Jesus, what a condescending...
Excuse me?
Your pal over there, his quack is condescending as hell. Listen!
Well, I had a lot of fun editing the play. I was laughing out loud.
Yeah. I'm trying to generally well, it's like I'm realizing as I'm talking to you, generally I really want to put joy forward when it comes to making theater. I feel like right now it can be a kind of a heavy time politically and in the news and in the world, and I want to honor that. I want to talk about all of those very important issues that need to be spoken about and changed. And I feel for me as a writer, the best way for me to do that is to enter things through comedy, where we can be together as human beings and kind of soften what's hard about ourselves so we can actually listen and discuss and be together. And comedy, I find for me, is the best way to do that.
Erin, many thanks for talking to us today.
Of course. Thanks for having me, and thanks for working on my play.
You can listen to Erin Mallon's play, Sinking in the Same Boat, featuring Stephanie Allin and Richard Smith, on the Goats Theatre Company's podcast, Play the Goat, Podcast Edition, Series 1. Available on your favorite podcast streaming platform. Find out about Erin Mallon's work on her website at www.erinmallon.com. That's ERINMALLON.com. And about the Brooklyn Generator at www.thetanknyc.org/the-Brooklyn-generator. The Goats Theatre Company.
The Goats Theatre Company.